This is Harvey Donald. He joined LinkedIn Unleashed a couple of months ago. You help the real estate niche with web design. That's when you transferred into marketing. If you could just do a quick intro for me and how's it going and how was your situation before you joined the program?
Yeah, so like you say, started a few years ago with web design, and then obviously moved into sort of social media marketing as it was just sort of more profitable and just made more sense. Um, Obviously started with some other programs, a lot focused on cold calling, but I think that's where sort of you had a new perspective on it with LinkedIn Unleashed. At least is a different way to go down in terms of lead generation. So had a few clients before, but basically been focusing more on getting real estate clients now. Yeah.
Awesome. So, what was the main reason that pushed you to join LinkedIn Unleashed?
Well, I guess, like I said, I've done other courses, and a lot of them are very focused on cold calling, which, if you're that kind of person, works amazingly well. Because if you're the kind of person that can bang through 100 calls a day, with sort of no emotion, if you get like turned away, then it works fine. You'll get one or two out of those every day. But obviously, I'm not like that. So I was looking at sort of other avenues to go down in terms of lead generation and sort of reaching out to people. And obviously found LinkedIn Unleashed, and it just sort of made sense. Like, it's a network of people that are all being professional. You can show off what you do basically on your profile, and then you can reach out to them, and sort of that approach that was different to everything else I'd basically seen before was just interesting and led me to actually enroll in the program.
Awesome. So on that tangent as well, did you have any previous experience on LinkedIn before? Did you have a profile, or was it sort of you had to dust it off and learn the ropes again after the program?
Yeah, I mean, I had a profile, but it was pretty standard like everyone else's, where you just like put in your school, put in your about section, and it was really sort of, I think one of the problems with LinkedIn that people don't sort of realise is that they make it a lot about themselves instead of the sort of problems their customers might have. So my bio before would have been something like, I do this, I started doing it 2 years ago, and it's like no one cares. Like no one cares about your history. They just want to know how you can help them, and they want to relate with your profile. So like going to something like that and then seeing another profile that says sort of the pain points that you might have. If you're a real estate agent, you're like, oh, this person actually knows about the things I'm struggling with, and they just relate with it on a different level. So like you say, I had a profile, but it was about sort of rewriting it to actually talk to customers as opposed to just being a sort of boring, same old LinkedIn profile.
Yeah, okay, cool. That's awesome. Thank you. So, in terms of after you joined, what did that process look like of going through the program and implementing it and sort of redoing your daily schedule when it came to outreach and client acquisition?
Yeah, so obviously, like I said, the first thing was just getting the profile sorted out first, making it look decent on sort of like on mobile as well, and just getting the text sorted out. The next was sort of, like you say, the schedule, sort of having a sort of strict sort of, I'm going to send this many messages out, I'm going to write this article today and stuff like that. Made a huge difference. But it's a lot less sort of, it's got a lower barrier to entry with cold calling. You have to get energy to do cold calling, whereas with this, it's easier because you can just sort of just get it going and let it do its thing. And then when you get responses from people, then you just reply then. But I guess the process looked like getting LinkedIn sorted out, getting the automation software set up after doing some content as well, just building the profile out and making it look decent. Then sort of testing out what works well in terms of templates to send people, so messages that are to reach out and connect with people, and then follow-up messages and stuff like that. That's all stuff that's, like I say, covered in the course in particular sections and particular modules that relate to those different things.
Okay, cool. A lot of people actually ask me in terms of time that they need to spend every day on LinkedIn to get it started and how long it takes to implement. How long did it take you to set this up, and how long do you spend on it now?
If you're really interested in getting it working, then there's obviously going to be time up front that you have to put in to make it actually decent, the profile, and actually put in some time to get some decent content that isn't just waffle that just goes on. But once it's actually set up and you've done the main thing with the profile and you know which templates work in terms of reaching out to people, then it's pretty much, if you have automation software, it's pressing a button every day and saying how many people you want to hit. So in terms of comparing it to cold calling, it's far more time, like it's far more productive because you don't have to waste your time on sort of picking up the phone, repeating the same thing. You just reach out to people, and if they respond, then you actually put in the effort. So in terms of that, it's far better. So on a daily basis, not that much time at all once it's actually set up.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Awesome. So that's all the process, all the effort and the time. In terms of results, how has that been looking since you joined in terms of results that you've been seeing from conversions to actually picking up new clients?
Yeah, so I think obviously got the program a while ago, got my profile set up, and I think within probably 3 days of using the sort of sending out messages, I think I got some interest from, I won't say the company, but it's quite a big HR company in the UK. And they basically referred me to someone else. I just sort of, in my initial message, you don't want to be sort of pushy with selling. I think that's what's quite good about it. You just sort of say, hi, great to be connected. If you ever need help with any of this stuff, and they say, oh, actually, now that you mention it, we have someone that actually would be interested in talking about that. So obviously went back and forth with them, sent a couple of emails over, and within sort of a week we had our meeting and decided to go ahead with some sort of consulting gig. So that being quite a big company as they were, it would have been really hard for me to work on a sort of monthly basis with them. But in terms of consulting on sort of a several day basis, it was amazing. And to get a result like that so soon into the program was just sort of like, it's just impressive, really.
Did you close them on per hour in terms of pricing? Like, how did you close them on the pricing?
It was per day.
How much did you close them for?
I think it was 2K for 2 days. So obviously it's not up there with some people, but it's not. You're not going to complain, are you?
Is that the first consulting gig that you've done, or have you done a few and this is something that you want to break more into now with the real estate niche?
It's definitely something. Obviously, I prefer retainer-based work just because it's predictable. You have a fee, you get paid each month, but it's definitely something. It's always a nice backup is being able to say, well, if you don't want to go for that, then how about I come in for 2 days, help you on some stuff, and do it one-off because it's not that time-consuming for me. It helps them a lot and trains them. So yeah, it works out just best for both of us. So
cool.
Yeah.
If you had, we'll end the interview on this one question. If you had one piece of advice that you could give to somebody that's either within the program or just somebody who watches this video, if they're wanting to start to use LinkedIn as their main form of client acquisition and outreach, what piece of advice would that be?
If it's someone outside of the program, I'd probably say give it like a good amount of consideration. Like if you're struggling with cold calling for the price of the course, literally just go for it, because if I was able to get results in that many days, then it's got to have some value. I mean, I guess it's 4x the return, like in a couple of days. So to people outside the course, I'd say give LinkedIn an actual decent think about, because it just makes sense if you're struggling with cold calling. And it's even against cold calling, it's got quite a lot of positives against it in terms of time it actually takes and energy. And if people are in the course, I'd probably say just keep at it and just sort of test different message templates, but keep at it because you'll get results pretty soon anyway.
Well, thank you so much for hopping on this call, and
No worries.
yeah, I appreciate you coming on, and congratulations with the real estate client.